So I got back from the high country loop a few weeks ago. I haven't put out a video because Doug wanted to make a little short film about it. So I gave him all my footage, and he's going to be making a trip vlog kind of thing, a documentary. But I've been getting a lot of questions about that loop, about the area and how things worked. Since the guy who made it was the only one to hike it before us, we got our information directly from him. So I put together a little blog post linking to a couple things, and I'll link that below. There are basically 5 sections. I used the map that Adam sent us and sort of color coded it. You can see the 5 different sections of the trail. On the right side we have the blue part, which is the Mountains to Sea Trail. Then on the left we've got the green section, which is Mount Mitchell and the Black Mountain Crest Trail. And then on the top part we have the brown, which is the Appalachian Trail, and on either side of that are the 2 road walks. We had 3 resupplies, I think, and there were basically 5 sections of the trail. We started at Grandfather Mountain, and then right there is the start of the Mountains to Sea Trail, which that trail goes from Clingman's Dome in the Smokies all the way out to the coast, like across North Carolina. I think that's like 1,000 something miles. But we got on that trail, and the section we did was like 86 miles, something like that. That was definitely the hardest part of the loop hike. The second day I think was like 10 or 12 river crossings, and we weren't efficient, I guess, at the beginning, and so we didn't cover very many miles. And then there was like 2 more days of lots of river crossings, and they weren't like little creeks. They were pretty deep. Some of them were like up to the waist, and it was just one after the other. So that happened, and then also like having your feet wet, and in some of the parts were pretty sandy, so our shoes would fill up with sand. So that was fun. So after we finished that part, we got to the Linville Gorge. That was probably one of the hardest climbs that I've ever done, was leaving the Linville Gorge on the west side, I think, climbing up out of there. And after that we hiked up Mount Mitchell and then across the Black Mountain Crest Trail. So there are two road walks that we hitched both of them. So we hitched that and got to the Appalachian Trail, which was like super nice after those tough sections, because the AT seems like it might be tough in some places, but it's so much easier than some of the trails. Just like trails that are a lot less traveled just are a lot more difficult. On the Mountains to Sea Trail, there was like places where we weren't sure if it was the trail or if it was just like some kind of less bushy area, or we're just like going through bushes and stuff. Yeah, we got on the AT and it was super cruisy, and there was tons of people, so that was pretty nice. At that point we were pretty much done. There's a, I think, 19-mile road walk after the AT when you get to Elk Park or Roan Mountain, like the town Roan Mountain. And so we hitched from there back to Grandfather, where you hike up the Profile Trail. I camped out in the little shelter that's up there, which was cool. Next morning we dropped back down to the MST and the Daniel Boone something parking lot trailhead. But yeah, I made a blog post that links to, it tells a little bit about the guy who made the trail. It tells links to all of the guides we used. If you're interested in more information on that, you can check it out down in the description. And also there's more prints up on my store, some from Canada, more from Peru, and yeah, go check those out if you're interested. Thank you to all of the people who have bought some so far. That's awesome. It's really cool that people are interested in buying my photography. So yeah, thanks guys. For the blog post, I was going to update it with questions that people had about the route. So if you have anything that's not addressed in there, let me know, and I plan to keep updating that. So this was like kind of a weird video because I don't have a trip video to make. But yeah, it's just like a recap, but thanks for watching.